Yo, guys, welcome back to another episode of Rewind That Chat, the podcast where time meets passion. Hosted by myself, the engineer.
And me, the dentist. Make yourselves comfortable, tune in, and let's dive into the beautiful world of horology.
So, I'm not sure if you guys have heard, Tudor have announced a special one-off chronograph for the Tudor Prince Chronograph.
I heard about that. That's the gold one, isn't it?
Yeah, so they unveiled the Tudor Prince Chronograph 1 for one only watch in 2023. The spin on this is like a classic chronograph from the 70s, and they say it's more of a charming modern way. The initial picture of it is basically full 18 karat gold. It's got your Tudor bezel on it, the details that you would find. It's very much a Daytona-esque type of watch by the initial look. What do you think?
I was about to say, they've taken a lot of design cues from the Daytona. Personally, I don't mind it because we all know Tudor is considered the sister brand of Rolex. And just like borrowing your older brother's clothes or your older brother's watch or aesthetic, it's a similar principle. If they're siblings, they borrow each other's things. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always been known that like the marketed as a sort of lesser brand to Rolex, hasn't it? And a slightly budget-friendly, although it's still classed as a very luxurious watch.
It is actually indeed very luxurious. It's overlooked so often, it's kind of sad if you think about it. As you know, I've got the Tudor Royal. I only bring it out on certain special occasions, but it really does glisten the same way a Rolex would. The Rolex Daytona, sorry. That bezel just catches the eye in an instant, and it's marvelous.
Yeah, I mean, this watch in the 18 karat yellow gold, it looks immaculate with the black dial, and obviously you've got the three chronograph dials.
Similar to the Rolex.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a bit of a sentiment behind this watch. So I'm not sure if you know, they are only making one. According to the news, they are going to be auctioning it off and sending the proceeds to charity, which I think is great.
I actually did not know that at all until you said it. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I think the idea behind it is, they make one, and hopefully it goes off for some good money, and then it can be good to send through.
It'd be nice if they did a similar thing. For example, let's say a stainless steel model or a two-tone model with a different colorway and just make it not limited, so it's available for the mass public, a little bit cheaper. Or a little bit more expensive, I should say, compared to the Black Bay Chrono. It'll be a nice little touch, if I say so myself, getting that slice of Rolex on your wrist.
Yeah, I think one of the first chronographs Tudor made were in the 1970s, I think. 1976. So yeah, it's come a long way since then, but I think it's definitely got a good appeal to it.
Were the 1976 ones tri-compacts or three sub-dials as well, or were they the bicompacts, your two sub-dials like the?
I think there were three.
The Black Bay. Okay, I was about to say three sub-dial Tudors. You don't see them often. Everyone goes crazy over the Black Bay Chrono, and I know a few people that actually say if it ain't tri-compacts, it don't count.
yeah, there's always saying that. But the cool thing about this is probably one of the first chronographs where the entire movement is made in-house.
Actually?
Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
So the new caliber is called MT59XX.
Well, 70 hours power reserve.
Yep.
That's nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
Tudor's really stepped it up, and hopefully they get the recognition they deserve for this move.
Yeah, I think it's going to be respected, just knowing that the entire caliber is developed by Tudor, well, solely by Tudor, so...
I keep my fingers crossed for Tudor. I've got a soft spot for the underdog.
Yeah, but see, people think of Tudor as the underdog, but I don't really think they're the underdog. I think they've just been there, but it's like, they're more really like a fly on the wall.
Fly on the wall. Oh,
yeah.
I feel bad. In a way, yeah, I see what you mean. But have you seen the other Rolex, the Cosmograph I showed you, which is that what appears to be full sapphire case?
Which one's that?
By the looks of it, it's a custom limited edition.
Okay.
Or a mod even, I should say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a custom. It's a Rolex Daytona, a Tutti Frutti or rainbow bezel.
Oh, yes.
And the entire case is in sapphire, similar to what Richard Mille has done with one of their models. It's nice, but oh my, this is one of those watches where, the moment you put on a watch, the nicer the watch, the more often you find yourself catching your wrist on corners.
Yeah. I think it's just asking for a scratch, isn't it?
100%. That's going to be shattered in moments on my wrist. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to bang it on the table and the sapphire is going to shatter.
Oh god. Well, that's why I use sapphires, right? Because it's technically probably one of the best materials you can use for a case.
In a way, yeah. Is it shatterproof?
I don't know if it's shatterproof, but it's definitely meant to be scratch-proof.
Ah, yeah, for sure.
So in other news, Audemars Piguet, or AP, have just announced a new watch, and it's their very first 38mm code, 11.59. I sent you a picture of this earlier. What's your thoughts?
Lakers! LA Lakers, baby!
Yeah, it's got that
It's
look
just,
to it, hasn't it?
yeah, the purple gold. It's just a tasty aesthetic. It looks delicious.
Yeah, okay. I'm a sucker for purple. You know that. Everyone knows that. And yeah, purple and gold. Yeah, why not? Great combo.
I like a round watch more than I like funky designs. Some may argue it being not funky, but octagonal nature of the Royal Oak, it doesn't do it for me. So
Yeah,
the code 1159 is a nice little touch, a nice little option for the simple ones like myself out there.
it is very different, and it's a nice case size. 38mm, a very good case size.
That is right in the sweet spot.
Yeah, like 36 being probably the average, across the board. 42 being on the slightly bigger side. So 38 is bang in the middle, really, isn't it?
Pretty much. I mean, I've got a few 39 watches. I've got a few, one or two 41s. The 41s are just got a Ganchu one. And you've seen my custom, that the 36. I'm going to call it Raspberry. Yeah, the Raspberry dial. That 36 is probably, it just feels so snug on the wrist. It just contours around everything.
It's quite funny because this release seems to be a little bit controversial on the AP official Instagram page.
The
Yeah,
1159, you mean?
yeah, people are not slating it, but they're a little bit disappointed with AP, saying things like, "Oh, what were you thinking? What the hell are AP doing?" I'm
I
not trying
like.
to at them. I think it's something different, and
I don't think we're alone. The top comment I can see on the post right now says, "Thank God, not another Royal Oak."
and
I'm glad
actually,
we're not
you
on.
touched on this in the last episode because you were saying like a lot of the watches are, sort of swaying towards that hexagonal type of Royal Oak design, and and this is bang on the money there, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh, I wonder how much it costs.
Yeah, there's nothing else on it on that front for now, but I think they'll release more soon, I guess. But if you guys know,
Hopefully,
if you guys have an idea of how much it will cost, paste it in the comments below and let's talk about it.
or even how much you expect it to cost.
Yeah, definitely. We're trying to build a community, so yeah, we want your input as much as ours. So yeah, get involved.
100%.
We'd love to hear what you say.
This features the AP caliber 5900, isn't it?
Yes, this is their latest self-winding caliber.
The latest one.
Yes, this is the latest one. Yeah,
Oh,
powered by the
nice.
manufacturer's latest self-winding caliber 5900. The reference number is 774100OR.
Power reserve 60 hours.
Okay.
Frequency 2880, or AKA, in other words, it's a 4 hertz movement or 8 ticks per second.
Okay.
Standard 3-hand movement in hours, minute, second. Interesting, because already first thing that comes to mind from this is the Rolex caliber 3235 featured in the date just, I believe, is a 70-hour power reserve. And also, equally, it's a... So I found the spec sheet of the AP 5900 online, and looking at it straight away, one thing I can see is power reserve 60 hours, frequency 28,800, which translates to 4 hertz movement or 8 ticks per second. But speaking of all this, one thing that rings, I feel like I just really want to mention out there is recently I got the Fredrique Constant Slimline Monolithic. And some of you might know that features a brand new monolithic silicon escapement, which you'll see videos out there. We'll send a link in the comments. It has a frequency of 40 hertz.
Oh wow. Okay.
Or it is insane. To the naked eye, it is spring drive level smooth. And even I took some slow-mo footage. Even on the slow-mo footage, it looks spring drive smooth. That's how good it is.
Yeah. I mean, I've not seen your watch yet in person, but yeah, I've seen it online, and yeah, it's definitely a beautiful timepiece.
It is. And again, that is 80 hours power reserve.
So in
Bit of
terms of
bragging.
Yeah, so in terms of spec, it's definitely up there, isn't it?
100%. But that's what happens when you revolutionize.
Yep, and then that's what you get.
Yep. Pushing the boundaries. Yeah. So we'd love to carry on talking about geeking over watches, the movements, and the latest news, and name dropping Rolex to infinity. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Tune in. We'll catch you again on the next episode. Drop a message, drop a like. Let us know what you want us to talk about in future.
And yeah, definitely let us know what you guys think in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the latest releases. Thank you for listening to us. We are Rewind That Chat, and we hope to rewind that back to you. Right, catch you later, guys. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Peace.